Happy Friday! Today I will be sharing with you how I made this super cute macrame wall hanging from an upcycled doily. Yep, I got this doily on Amazon for only $10 and transformed it into this wall hanging. Here's what you'll need to make this. For the full list of supplies and to see what I used, I'll go ahead and add a link down below in the description, so don't forget to check that out. Before I begin, just a disclaimer, if you're looking for like a beginner's guide on macrame knotting, this isn't it. This wall hanging is only inspired by macrame because most of it is pretty much made up of the doily. I'm not sure if this would be considered macrame. Anywho, it's super easy to make. The idea I had behind this DIY was to stretch the doily onto a wooden frame first. I was a bit concerned about making the correct size frame, but eventually figured out that the best size frame would need to be approximately 1 inch bigger than the whole doily all around. My doily measured about 17 inches in width and height, so I cut my dowels to 24 inches in length. To stick to my plan of having the frame only about 1 inch bigger all around, I planned on using only 19 inches of the dowels for the frame section, and I wanted 2.5 inches of the dowels sticking out on both ends of the frame. I hope that makes sense. Okay, to assemble my frame, I glued all the pieces together with wood glue first before nailing 2 nails next to each other. I used really thin nails, and this helped to keep the wood from cracking. I also got these dowels at Home Depot and I love the quality of their wood. To start stretching my doily onto the frame, I cut a piece of thin natural cord. Then I fed my crochet hook through a loop on the very corner of my doily and pulled some of my cord through it. Following that, I tied that cord to the edge of my frame. I did this to all 3 corners. Once I got to my 4th corner, I tied the doily to the frame the same way I did the other 3. However, this time I left a long tail of cord to keep feeding through the doily as I worked my way around attaching the doily to the frame. So I would stick my crochet hook through a loop on the edge of my doily and pull the cord through. Then I would wrap the cord around and under, and then I just repeat the steps. I worked my way all the way to the next corner. Keep in mind I stuck to a pattern, so I skipped a few loops to help keep the scalloped edges. Once I got to the next corner, I removed the cording that was attached previously to help secure them, and I kept feeding the new cording through it. Okay, if you run out of cording, it's super easy. You'll just simply need to tie more cording to the previous end and cut off any loose ends, and then just keep repeating your steps. I followed the same steps to secure the whole doily to the frame. Then, once I got to my last corner, I simply tied a knot on the back side and cut off whatever was left over. Pretty easy so far, right? Okay, now I'll show you how I attached the strands of cording to complete the wall hanging. After I determined what size I needed, I started off by cutting a pile of the same length cording. Then I hung my frame doily onto the wall and started by attaching each strand to the frame. I believe this is called the lark's head knot, correct me if I'm wrong. So pretty much you fold your piece of cording in half and feed it through the gap between the dowel and the doily. Then drop the loop and stick your fingers through the loop to pull out all your cord. Then you just simply tighten it and that's it. I took turns attaching them to my wall hanging. This ensured that they were dispersed evenly. I separated my thick cord to get some wavy strands, and I even added a few braids at the end, and that's it. I love how easy this is to make. It only cost me around $25. That's a steal. I found similar ones online for around $200, so I'm really happy with this. Okay, that's it. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Let me know if it was helpful. Turn on that little notification button so you don't miss any more DIYs. I'll see you guys all next time. Bye!